Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again for another Bryan tutorial. And today we're going to go over wall pressure. Bryan has some scary wall pressure, but you do need to practice and you do need to work on your execution a little bit to do the higher level stuff. I'll touch on it. I'm not going to be able to demonstrate everything. Like I've said before, I'm not an expert when it comes to Bryan. Even though I played him a lot, he's just a really high level character. But we will go over what you should do at the wall that'll help you get some damage, help make your combo scary, and help you make the life bar disappear. So, alright, we'll get into it, go through his move list now. This here, generic 1-2-3 string. Believe this is actually safe, and on counter hit, this will all hit. So I mean, you could throw out just the 1-2 or the 1-2-3 at the end. You can even delay the third one, which is and even if you hit somebody at the end of the third one for counter hit, you get a crumple and you can probably kick him or something. That works. And then, like I said, you could just do the 1-2, and then they don't know if you're gonna do the mid, or if you hit 3, you can go for the low. Counter hit that actually trips. And that looks free. If they try to get up at all, you're going to put them on the wall, and that's going to look ugly. So, that's not bad. And then you could do the 1-2, stop, and then you can go low. You just throw it like a down 4. It's a good one to do. On counter hit, all this hits too. Just wham. A lot of these strings, they're kind of slow. They're pretty high too. I wouldn't recommend. If you do double back fists, they do jail if they block the second one. Isn't too bad. Could use it at the wall. I'll cover some of the other stuff Bryan can do in the tips and tricks. I'm gonna do that. There's another video. You guys might get some good stuff out of that. These are more just kind of rush down strings. You could do it if you want to throw an extra mid in there, I guess, but you're better off probably sticking to the jabs. They're a little quicker, kind of harder to guess which one he's gonna do. Your jab punish doesn't really put him on the wall. Blesses. The rush string, if you hit him with the last hit of, if they guess wrong, oh, come on. If they guess wrong on the last one, they get put on the wall. So if they're afraid of the low at the end, maybe if they're almost dead, hit them with that. Yeah, Bryan does big wall damage, especially at the end of his combos, but it does take some practice getting used to. We're going to bypass most of his kicks. If people are trying to sidestep away from the wall, this is pretty good. You don't have to finish it. It's probably minus like 12 or 13 if you do finish it. Counter hit, I think it puts you on the wall. Yeah, it puts you backwards, so you could mock punch, I guess. That was, jeez, okay, it's quite a bit. Counter hit 3+4. Well, it crumples. You could probably just give him some of this action right here. Back 3 into 3-4. This used to be kind of like a wall filler. I really don't know what purpose it serves anymore. You could do better wall filler, but if you want to style on them a little bit, you could do it. It's all mid. Say you put somebody on the wall. Easy, you know, just forward 2-1-4. Bada boom. This is just safe. Probably, I think it's like 0 or something on block, so it's really good. You can just throw it out there. Yeah, like I said, kicks not so much. If they're afraid to duck, especially, you could throw out this elbow. And like I said before, you're like +3 or 4, and then just whatever you want to do. And they might be, or they probably should be afraid to hit a button. Gravity blow. This is great for a round finisher. I've talked about before, or you can hit back. It doesn't say that on here, but you could do an even longer variation. Now, they might not react to it. What I like to do, though, is you can do back 1, which is an elbow, especially if they get hit by it, but even if they block it, if you're on 2-player side, it's a lot harder to see. I'm going to see if I can switch that real quick. This becomes really hard to see after a back one. It's kind of sneaky. You gotta work on the timing a little bit. It does work once in a while, but don't expect it to work multiple times. But like I said, it's really good on two-player side. Let's see. Now, alright, so double body blow, basically, you can, what it is you put Vulcan Cannon inside of this move. So what it is you can punch them 4 times with a rapid fire, and you can delay or speed up the hits, and then you can finish with the 2 at the end. So you can go, and these all, as long as you time them right, they all hit, and you just hold down forward, and you hit.
As long as you mash the shit out of it.
You have to be ready to hit 2. If you don't hit 2 soon enough at the end, it's not going to come out. So you have to kind of commit once you get toward about the 3rd punch, I want to say. But you don't have to finish it. Now you are minus, but the thing is you can delay these for a good long while, and it can be very hard for people to determine if you're done with the move or not. So you can go, and then you can throw out something else. You can go, hit him in the feet. You go. I mean, you could go grab them or something. It's really good at the wall, especially if they're low on health and they're afraid of getting clocked in the feet, because this all connects. It's all natural. They can't get away from that as long as you have your timing right. Of course, you have down forward 2-1. Wolf's Tail isn't bad if they like to sidestep too. It's safer than Snake Pit, and you do get a follow-up on hit, but we'll talk about that when we cover links. Python Crush. This is minus like 10 or 12, I believe, but on counter hit, wall. But we'll go over proper filler pretty soon once we come across it. This isn't too bad. They can duck the second hit. It only works on counter hit, but if you do counter hit, you're gonna punch him right in the face. Okay, wore off. Don't make me a liar. There we go. Put him on the wall. This is really annoying. Hits really far. Talked about it before. Hammer Driver, kind of awkward. You could just, if you're trying to maybe do a different rhythm, but you don't really have to. People that don't know Bryan, you could get away with that. Let's see. Snake Bomb is like plus, but there's better moves you could do. This. Like I talked about before, you can cancel this, which is really good. We covered pokes. Counter hit, wall split. Bada boom. This is pretty good too. What I started noticing is since he's in crouch, you can work on doing Chains of Misery after that. Normally, they'd be kind of too far away for it to work because they're not really close to you. So while you're crouching, you input Chains of Misery while the move's happening. And you can come up, because most people are going to say, uh-oh, he's going to do a wall rising kick after that. And you just grab that ass.
Yeah.
Now this move, it's probably a minus like 13 or something. It's a new move they gave him. It's not bad wall filler. It's second best next to that right there, which is back 3, forward 3, 4. You can do this for a high wall hit. How it works is you put somebody on the wall with the ender right here, and as they're coming down, you hit them with down 2-1, down forward 2-1 right there, and then right after you hit them with that, you get a low wall hit, and you input this immediately, and you finish the combo with that. Now it does less damage than this, but you get better Oki off that, so you have more time to work on a setup while your opponent's getting up. And in my opinion, it is easier to do than this because you have to delay the second knee. To get the low wall hit, oftentimes. Of course, back one, amazing. Yeah, we talked about backhands. If you block the second backhand, like I said, that jails. So if they do block the second backhand, you can just throw out Mach Punch and they can't duck it. I mean, you could throw out these if they're looking to duck. You might be able to hit them with the mid, but yeah, there's the front kick that you have to cancel. And those are the strings. So I mean, just back four is pretty good. You can dash up at them. If I could get it, come on. Yeah, Chains of Misery, you can cancel that into, which is really good. They probably won't want to hit a button because you could just do wall rising 3. It is minus jab, but if they hit a button, you hit them. You could go low too if you want. Doesn't really do a whole lot, but that's pretty much about all you can do. Now this is amazing. This is safe. It pushes you pretty far away, but it will give you a link anywhere on the screen, but especially at the wall. You get a free combo only at the wall. So you just do back 4 and you go right into jet upper. And as you can see, that all connects. And like I said, you gotta work on the timing for the knees. You do more damage than that. The second one you have to delay and do a low wall hit. Or, like I said, you could do the other filler if you want. Yeah, I wonder. I haven't even tested that. Yeah, you could do the other filler.
Ooh, no.
So if your average is pretty low for getting the low wall hit with the second knee here, then you could always do the other filler for more consistent damage. So yeah, just remember, you have to recognize that you hit them. Jet upper. Bada boom. Big damage. Oh, okay. Meteor Smash. I lied. It is on the move list. You can use Gatling Rush. I can't mash hard enough for that. It does look fancy. Oh. Bring it back. Give it back. It definitely all connects on the wall. So if you want to show off, you could do that, but there's better wall filler you could use. This isn't bad. If you knock somebody against the wall, this will kind of pick them back up. If you're far away, it'll keep them picked up enough to where you can... Okay, that wall splats too. Pretty nice. It'll pick them back up to where you could still do at the end of a combo. See, Mr. Naps do that actually. Very, very good. Let's see. Jet upper itself is pretty good at the wall. It's safe. I mean, you can just throw it out there. Lows are definitely going to be scary because people aren't going to want to duck because you have back 4. You'd be crazy to duck. Crazy. Let's see. Yeah, there's a quarter circle forward 1+2, one of my favorites. That doesn't even have to be counter hit. That's pretty scary. If they're afraid of Mach Punch and they want to duck, boom. And of course, you have your quarter circle back 2-4. Natural, very scary. Don't have to finish it. And the reason why people consider ducking: low soccer kick. Start chunking them, big time. Super scary. You can mix it up with kickoff if you want. You know. Okay, that didn't connect, but I believe it still works. This kind of pushes you further away, but it's still punishable. I mean, you could throw it out. These knees, if they want to hit a button, it's not too bad. You do have to be close, and you can be punished if you do 1 or 2. They just have to recognize how many you are going to do, though. This is probably like minus 12 or 13, somewhere around there. But that'll wall splat him too, catch him sidestepping. It's mid, really good. Let's see, and then of course taunt. The reason Bryan's a high execution character is taunt is an unblockable that does no damage, but the thing about taunt is it gives you a window where they cannot do anything. And the thing is with taunt, you can block at any time. You can block low. So by no means are you vulnerable doing taunt, as long as you recognize what's happening. If you're good, if you're really good, I can't do it. You can taunt. Yeah, if I can do it right now. Into back 4, but it's really hard to do for me anyway. If you're a legend, you can taunt into jet upper, but that's super hard to do. That's a 1 frame link. There's very few 1 frame links in the game, and if you could do it, you're a very, very good player. I can't do that. Not in a million years. But what you can do, if you're not too good with taunt, you can kind of work your way up. The easiest thing to do for taunt, and pretty much the only thing I can do, not consistently. Come on. It's hard for me to do taunt sometimes because you gotta hit 3 buttons. Is you can do, like I showed you, 2-3. Come on. There it goes. Alright, so yeah, 2-3, you can do your jab punish. You can work your way up from there, get better at it. You can try to do down forward 2-1, but I think that does less damage, so you're better off just doing the jab punish. That actually connects. You gotta work on the timing. You could do taunt into forward 2-1-4, but if you can get that, that's about the same frames as back 4. I would say with Bryan, don't try to do taunt to jet upper. That's not realistic. I would say your goal is to be able to do taunt into back 4 so you can get your wall combo for free, basically. Because when people get up, they're not going to want to hit a button. So that's when you taunt and you get free damage, basically. And like I said, once you get the back 4, then Bryan becomes super scary anytime he puts you at the wall. You have 10 hits. The 10 hits really don't go low. They kind of just add additional pressure if you want to stall, waste time. His throws aren't bad. Even if they tech them, they don't give away your wall position. Except for if you do your forward 1+2, they kind of go to the right or the left if they tech it. But you could probably just go for change the misery because it's a quick tech. And if they don't hit 1+2 immediately, they don't break out of it. So that'd be a pretty good one. If you get the parry off, now how the parry works is you have to hold forward and 2, and you'll do mock punch after that. That'd put them on the wall if you think they're gonna jab you. You could do that. But other than that, I think I've covered everything. All the chaos and destruction Bryan can do at the wall. So we'll call it there, and we'll hopefully see you guys in the next video when we cover things like counter hit combos, rage combos, and just general tips and tricks, things I probably didn't cover and wanted to save for later. So take it easy. Be easy. Later, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you've seen.